to go back to the original story, which is the Stone Cold stuff. Yeah, so I get punished for King of the Ring. I'm not going to be King of the Ring. I'm out, all that stuff. Who they put in that spot is sort of coming out of similar thing. The ringmaster, Steve Austin, who's just like this technically gifted wrestler. Steve hates it. Steve goes and pitches to Vince, I don't like this character. I want to do my own thing. Stone Cold Steve Austin starts to form. So they take me out of the spot. They go with Steve. Steve wins King of the Ring and cuts the Austin 316 promo.
Well, keep in mind, he's going against Jake the Snake, who at the time became very religious.
Yes.
Which is a really important thing to understand.
100%. So there's signs everywhere, John 316, in support of Jake Roberts because he is very religious, because he's sort of reformed.
Evangelical.
Maybe drug addict at the time.
Yeah.
And so Steve goes out there and cuts this Austin 316 promo, which at the time, I believe, Vince was pissed about and hated it. You crossed the line into
You're
religion.
insulting people's religion.
Like this is terrible. It's all this thing. And I believe they went with the Austin. Everybody else was like, not everybody, but there's a few people who were like, I'm telling you, did you hear the reaction? It was great. They made the first Austin 316 shirts Vince was like, I make those shirts. I guarantee you none of them sell. Make them. And they did it, and then they sold, and Vince was like, "This is great." Now he ran with it.
But the line was, he goes, yeah, you got your John 316. Well, Austin 316 said, I just whooped your ass.
Yes.
And it's just off the cuff.
Yes.
If he's wrestling anybody else who's non-religious, he never says it, and then it ends up becoming, that is like the defining line, I think, for Stone Cold's character.
Yeah.
100%.
Like Austin 3,
to this day, Austin 316 shirts are still one of our biggest selling.
I think people know Austin 316 more than John 316. Like the world is more aware of Austin 316. I don't know John 316 to this day.
Yeah, I don't know it at all.
I don't.
And I started watching for like a few years in the Attitude Era after the Austin 316, and I'm not a Christian kid, so I was like, "What is that? Like a time of day that he beat somebody up?" We're like, "What's going on?"
Now it's become a date. 316. It's Austin Day. Like this. Okay. To talk about cultural relevance, right?
Yeah.
Oh, unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.